with the new year. So, 2024 was really good, and we started off 2025 pretty good. So, this is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, the sales, and we're just going to go over them. First off, we have Mr. Min. This is a PAL, format, and this one sold for $8.25. We got this from our boy Felix. So, yeah, he had a bunch of PAL movies in there, and some of them have done really well. We got $8.25 for that one. We have this Bruce Cockburn, and this one sold for $6.62. Joy Will Find a Way. This came from our big CD DVD buy that I mention all the time. We have The Illusionist with Edward Norton and Paul Giamatti. Sold for $7.06. That's the same buy as this one, along with 8mm. That one sold for $8.84. And we got a VHS. VHS have been a little bit slower. They've not been selling as well. Feels like we're just getting a lot of DVD sales. Still listing VHS here and there, but if you list a bunch and only one or two sells, I've been listing a lot more DVDs and trying to do CDs, but the CDs are even slower too. DVDs are doing great though. So we have Body Fever. My girlfriend found this one day. She went out for some yard sales, and she came back with a lot of media for pretty cheap. And this was one that was in there. It sold for $12. So that's pretty decent VHS sell there. Anything above 15, I would say, is good. Anything 10 to 14 is pretty good, decent. And then your usual is like 5 to 10. Up next, we have just this classic movie on DVD. It's Denver and the Rio Grande, and this one sold for $15.99. This came from a big local auction house buy that we had done like a year and a half ago that I mentioned a lot on this channel. But yeah, this one sold for $15.99. And let's see here, what is it done? It's a Paramount Olive Films, 1952. So there you go, pretty cool. If you see that style of movie, I would recommend looking them up on DVD. A lot of times they're like archive versions and stuff, and they can do very good. So be on the lookout of those. I didn't know about them until I was watching some other YouTubers, and there you go. That's what I saw. We have this CD here, Emery, The Week's In, sold for $16.99. I think that thing was up for like a week, and this came from our old alternative CD buy that I mention a lot on here. We have Almost You. This is $8.99. I don't know this movie. I have not seen it on VHS or came across it on DVD ever again. This is 2005. I want to say it's an older release. There you go. Almost You, $8.99. This one right here, Naked Sins, sold for $30.08. So I went to the thrift store. I actually had some time. They have a ton of DVDs. And I sat there, pulled out a big stack of ones I thought could be worth some. This did cost $2. And at the end, I think I pulled out about 6 or 7. Sold this one for $30. Sold another one for like 12, 14. Sold another one for like 36. So did pretty good. When you got some time, you can actually scan the DVDs. When they're $2, I don't really want to pay that much for them. So they got to sell pretty well. So there you go, Naked Sins. Did not take very long to sell, a month or so, but hey, that's fine. We have the Serpentine Belly Dance. This came from our boy Felix, and this one sold for $11.99. This one is sealed. It is like a disc set 1 and 2. That one's been up for a little while, but it did sell $11.99. We do have another VHS. This is Navy SEALs with Charlie Sheen. Sold for $4.79. I'm not quite sure where we got this one. It just says we pulled it out of the other storage spot. But speaking of storage unit, we cleared out all of our storage units. We no longer have them. So that is good. I've been trying to get rid of stuff. Went to the dump with some of the stuff. Trying to clean out. I did post a bunch of VHS books and stuff that I didn't want for free, and no one picked them up. So they were so-so, some commons and everything, but Navy SEALs here, that one was like $4.79 or something. I told my girlfriend, hey, I could probably pull like 3 or 4 more copies out of this from the storage that we have. So our storage is a mobile home that is a few blocks from where we live that we own too, and that's where a ton of the media is at. So Navy SEALs. Up next we have Falling Down. This is like a bolo, but not really worth that much. But you find it on DVD and VHS, you're gonna get it sold. When I was probably around middle school, my friend's like, dude, we need to watch this movie, Falling Down. So we had rented it, and yeah, this was a good movie. I rewatched it not too long ago, and it is a good movie. I would recommend watching this one here. There you go, Michael Douglas. And what else do you have here? Michael Douglas, and I can't think of his name. Robert Duvall. But that one sold for, what do you say here? $7.99. We have this Night Rhythms VHS, $24 on this one. So there were some decent high price item sales that helped out. But this is an erotic thriller. If you want to look for movies that sell on VHS, erotic thrillers can do very well. This is the only time I've ever found Night Rhythms. This came from a big buy that I mentioned a lot on here. We have this one here, Radio Theater's Little Women. And this one sold for $42.36. And this came from a library sale where you pay like $5 for a bag. And I just kind of threw in all the DVDs that were at the sale. And came home, and these were like actually audiobooks. There was another one worth like $10. But I was very surprised about this Little Woman. I know this movie is very popular, so that is cool. $42 on that. So that is a bolo. If you ever happen to find this out in the wild, I've never seen them, but pretty good sell right there. Of course, you know, Kill Bill 1 and 2 sell very well. Those are movies that I don't know how many times we've already found, but we keep finding them. And here is Kill Bill Volume 2, $27.98. And this one was a little bit rough. Someone did put a bunch of scotch tape on it. Food City Video. Anything that's late release sells pretty quick, or sells pretty good. A lot of times the late release has this like black cover right here instead of being clear. But yeah, Kill Bill Volume 2, $27.98. And the last one we have is Anna Nicole Smith. Sold for $14. This is going international. We paid $2 at the same spot as this Naked Sins. This does have Willa Ford. I don't know if you remember her at all as Anna Nicole. I know they have numerous Anna Nicole movies out there, and I'm not sure if they do well. This is not bad, $14. I was hoping to get around like 20 almost, but decided, hey, let's just take it. But yeah, that's our sales. Just gonna try to work on getting these shipped out and see what we can get up. Pretty good though. Some nice to get some higher price items. We will still be listing the same items throughout 2025. DVD, CDs, VHS, some books, some vinyls. I feel like we are going to have more and more DVDs because that is the easiest stuff to find. And it seems like people are still watching them at a greater amount than the VHSs. So there you go. Yeah, thanks for watching. Been working on the channel, trying to get it up there. Just put out a video recently, movie comedy pack, and this one sold for, what do we got here? $5.23. It is sealed from our boy Felix. So there you go. Heart Huckabees is sold for $4.59. We just listed this. It's not sealed, but it is in very good condition. And there you go, $4.59. We have Black Ice here with Michael Ironside, and this one sold for $5.64. This came in a big lot, and there you go. It's an action thriller. Looks pretty decent here, but Black Ice. Alright, so it's Friday. We had 8 orders so far. This is about 3 o'clock. And 3 of them I already shipped, but then when I left, I forgot the packages at home. So I had to come back later on. And I'm just going to ship the rest of them that came through. And so let's go over these real quick. And I'll show the other ones at the end of this. So we have this one here. It is Under Oath. They're only chasing safety. This sold for $27.99. This came from that $20 alternative buy. And that one has done great. This wasn't up very long. We did have a lot of offers. I sent a lot of watchers. I sent an offer and someone bought it. We have Sam Cooke, Twisting the Night Away, $6.99. We got this on a $30 yard sale buy. That was a pretty good buy for that one. We have Blood Work. This DVD came from our big CD DVD buy that I mentioned a lot. This is a very cheap movie. It sold for $3.44. This person sent an offer. It was listed at like $3.84. For some reason they sent one at $3.44. And someone came through and bought 2 VHS. One Man Force. This one sold for $6.12. This came from our boy Felix. And our buddy Ron has this one here, 3 Men in a Cradle. And that one sold for $5.99. This one hasn't been up that long. This other one's been up for a while. I think this is a foreign movie, maybe? Yeah, a French movie. A French farce. But yeah, there's our sales. Let's get these going. Adios. One here that just came in. I was just about to leave to take these there, and it's called 1,000 Places to See Before You Die. So let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is, 1,000 Places to See Before You Die, Collection 2. This came from our boy Felix. This is from the Travel Channel. We had it listed for $4.50. Someone bought it for $4. And there you go.